Have you ever wondered about the origins of your favorite Marvel characters and their universe? Welcome to a world where ordinary humans become extraordinary heroes, where mythical gods walk among us, and where the impossible becomes possible. We're about to embark on a whirlwind journey through the Marvel Universe, a cosmos filled with a myriad of fascinating stories, iconic characters, and captivating lore. In the next 10 minutes, we will unveil 100 facts about Marvel, from its humble beginnings as timely publications in 1939 to its current status as a cultural phenomenon. We'll delve into the lives of beloved characters like Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four, and explore the creation of groundbreaking storylines that have captured the imagination of millions around the globe. So tighten your capes, adjust your masks, and get ready for an exciting journey through the Marvel Universe. Let's dive in, shall we? Did you know that Marvel Comics was not always called Marvel? Yes, the powerhouse of the comic book world that we know today was founded way back in 1939 under the name Timely Publications. A world far removed from our digital age where superheroes were still finding their footing in popular culture, and the landscape of comic books was yet to be defined. The first superhero to grace the pages of Timely Publications was the Human Torch. Now don't get this fiery hero confused with the Fantastic Four member of the same name. This Human Torch was an android with the ability to engulf himself in flame and fly, quite a spectacle for the readers of the time. Speaking of the Fantastic Four, they were the brainchild of the dynamic duo Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The Fantastic Four, with their relatable characters and family dynamics, are considered by many as the cornerstone of the Marvel Universe. This quartet of heroes opened the door to a new era of storytelling, setting the stage for an expansive universe filled with a myriad of characters and intricate storylines. Now we can't talk about Marvel's early days without mentioning the iconic trio, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Steve Ditko. These master creators breathed life into the pages of Marvel Comics, giving us a pantheon of characters that continue to captivate us today. Their creativity and innovation set the stage for the Marvel Universe as we know it. Stan Lee, with his knack for crafting characters with relatable struggles and human flaws, brought a touch of reality to the world of superheroes. Jack Kirby, known as the King of Comics, created visually stunning and dynamic artwork that continues to influence comic book art today. And Steve Ditko, with his unique and surreal artistic style, gave us characters like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, characters that push the boundaries of what a superhero can be. And that's how Marvel's journey began, but there was so much more to come. The early days of Marvel laid the foundation for a universe that would grow to captivate millions of fans around the world. So buckle up and join us as we continue this journey through the fascinating world of Marvel. From Spider-Man's debut to the introduction of the X-Men, Marvel has created some of the most iconic characters and storylines in comic book history. Let's begin with Spider-Man, who swung into our hearts in Amazing Fantasy number 15, back in 1962. He wasn't your typical superhero. He was just a teenager named Peter Parker, trying to juggle school, work, and an incredible secret. This relatability made him an instant hit and a staple of the Marvel Universe. Then there's the X-Men, making their first appearance in 1963. The brainchild of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, the X-Men were more than just a team of superheroes. They were a symbol of acceptance and diversity, fighting for a world where humans and mutants could live together in peace. And who can forget the Fantastic Four? Often considered the cornerstone of the Marvel Universe, their debut signaled a new era of storytelling. Their dynamic as a team and family set the tone for many of the character relationships we see in Marvel today. In 1973, Marvel made waves with its first crossover event, the Avengers Defenders War. This was a game-changer, bringing together different heroes and weaving their narratives into a larger, interconnected story. Today, crossover events have become a beloved tradition, creating epic sagas that fans eagerly anticipate. And let's not overlook the Incredible Hulk. Originally gray, the Hulk was turned green due to printing issues. But this color change became so iconic that it's hard to imagine the Hulk in any other shade. Marvel's characters and their stories have left an indelible mark on popular culture. They have evolved over time, reflecting societal changes and inspiring millions around the globe. Whether it's the relatable struggles of Peter Parker, the pursuit of harmony by the X-Men, or the familial bonds of the Fantastic Four, these narratives resonate with readers on a deeply personal level. These characters and stories not only shaped Marvel, but also the entire comic book industry. In 2008, Marvel took a bold step into the world of film with the launch of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It all started with Iron Man, a film that would set the tone for the entire franchise. The charismatic Robert Downey Jr. took on the role of Tony Stark, a billionaire playboy with a genius-level intellect who transforms into the armored superhero Iron Man. The success of Iron Man paved the way for a series of interconnected films, each adding a new layer to the expanding universe. From the mystical world of Doctor Strange to the cosmic adventures of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the MCU continued to push the boundaries of what was possible in superhero cinema. The highest-grossing film in this illustrious lineup is Avengers: Endgame. A culmination of over a decade's worth of storytelling, Endgame brought together nearly every character in the MCU for a grand showdown against the Mad Titan, Thanos. It was a spectacle unlike any other, and it paid off, becoming the highest-grossing film of all time. But the success of the MCU is not just limited to individual films. The franchise's first crossover event, The Avengers, was a landmark moment in cinema. It proved that you could bring together a group of established characters, each with their own standalone films, into a single narrative and make it work. The MCU's overwhelming success did not go unnoticed. In 2009, the Walt Disney Company acquired Marvel Entertainment for $4 billion. This move further solidified the MCU's place in the entertainment industry, allowing for even greater expansion and influence. Today, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has grossed over $22 billion worldwide, making it the highest-grossing film franchise in history. It has redefined the superhero genre, setting a new standard for interconnected storytelling across multiple films and television series. The MCU has become a cultural phenomenon, forever changing the landscape of superhero films. Marvel has never shied away from breaking barriers and creating memorable moments. Indeed, the comic powerhouse has consistently pushed the envelope, championing diversity and representation. One example is the introduction of Black Panther, Marvel's first African superhero, who debuted in 1966. Not only was he a superhero, but he was also the king of the fictional African nation of Wakanda, a highly advanced society. This was a bold move during a time when racial tensions were high, and it paved the way for future diverse characters. In addition to racial diversity, Marvel has also given representation to the LGBTQ+ community. In 1979, they introduced Northstar, a member of the X-Men, and one of the first openly gay superheroes in mainstream comics. This was a significant stride in creating a more inclusive universe that reflects the real world. Breaking barriers isn't just about character representation. Marvel has also been known for its unique narrative techniques. Take Deadpool, for example. He's a character who's fully aware that he's a fictional character, often breaking the fourth wall, offering witty remarks and commentary on his own stories, which is an unconventional approach in storytelling. But Marvel's journey hasn't been without its challenges. In 1996, Marvel declared bankruptcy. However, they managed to turn their fortunes around through licensing deals and successful film adaptations. A notable moment in their recovery was the launch of the Ultimate Universe imprint in the year 2000. This was a modern reimagining of classic Marvel characters, which breathed new life into the brand. And who could forget Stan Lee's cameo appearances in Marvel films? These became a beloved tradition, adding a layer of warmth and familiarity to each movie. Each cameo was a nod to the man who, alongside artists like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, created many of Marvel's iconic characters. Through trials and triumphs, Marvel continues to inspire and entertain audiences worldwide. They've shown us that with creativity, resilience, and a little bit of humor, we can all be heroes in our own stories. From its humble beginnings to its global success, Marvel has indeed come a long way. We've journeyed together through the early days, when Marvel was just a fledgling comic book company called Timely Publications, introducing us to the Human Torch and the Fantastic Four. We've celebrated the iconic characters and storylines, from Spider-Man's debut to the thrilling Infinity Gauntlet saga. We've marveled at the cinematic universe that's grossed billions worldwide, with unforgettable characters like Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow. And we've acknowledged Marvel's trailblazing moments from their first African superhero, Black Panther, to their first LGBTQ+ superhero, North Star. This is the legacy of Marvel, a legacy of innovation, inclusivity, and imagination. A legacy that has not only shaped the landscape of comic books, but has also had a profound impact on our culture at large. So the next time you pick up a comic book or watch a Marvel movie, remember the rich history and the incredible journey that brought these characters to life.